source for local news and part of your community. KTVE 10 News Today.
Good morning on this Thursday, September 19th. Your Ryan Auto Group time is 5 a.m. I'm Shanae Williams. Our top story this morning, fire crews continue to battle a massive wildfire in South Arkansas. The Arkansas Forestry Commission says only about 50% of that blaze is contained. Air attack and single-engine air tankers have been working to quell those flames. It's burned 1,000 acres in a wooded area in Bradley County. Fortunately, no homes are in danger. Now, over the weekend, a wildfire burned 600 acres in nearby Ashley County. And the Forestry Commission reminds folks that burn bans are still in effect for the majority of southern Arkansas. That means no outdoor burning of any kind. And for a complete list of burn bans in Arkansas and Louisiana, just visit marklemis.com. More details this morning on our exclusive investigation into a Ruston hospital. Former employees claim they're owed money, and more claims are popping up not just in Ruston, but across the Ark-La-Miss. KTVE 10's Nick Lawton has more.
On Monday, we brought you the exclusive story of dozens of employees of Meridian Psychiatric Hospital in Ruston claiming they've been owed money from bouncing hospital paychecks since March. Now, local businesses are coming forward claiming they're owed money too. More Fire Extinguisher Service in Monroe said Meridian owes them money from more than a year ago. Fuquay Paper Supply in Ruston claims they're owed tens of thousands.
Since that time, altogether, they owe us with attorney fees in the neighborhood of $30,000.
Fuquay said this is for services they gave back in January 2012.
Sold office furniture, also the routine janitorial supplies, cleaning supplies, other things that might be needed in a hospital-type situation.
Fuquay said their attorney's letters to both Meridian Vice President Russ Aiden and the Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals were never answered.
The only contact has been whenever we could run him down and he would promise, I will be in to pay it, I'll make it worth your while, and that's the last you hear of him.
Fuquay said their business was left to suffer the loss of all that money.
With small businesses, it hurts. You know, you survive it, but we have to watch what we do.
Documents given to us by a former hospital employee name even more businesses. Elizabeth Barnett, a former licensed practical nurse who left the hospital in June, didn't want to go on camera, but gave us this notice to the hospital stamped by LabCorp, a National Laboratory Services Corporation. The notice, which is dated back in November 2012, claims Meridian is past due on a balance of more than $11,000. LabCorp would not return our calls to see if the hospital ever paid them. We went back to the hospital to talk to Aiden, but they told us he wasn't there. Back over at Fuquay, they gave us a letter from the U.S. Bankruptcy Court about a case under Chapter 11 bankruptcy for Meridian. Fuquay was summoned as a creditor of the hospital to a hearing about the hospital in Monroe on Thursday. Fuquay said they just want to see justice done.
It's not right for him to be able to take a stand of filing a Chapter 11 reorganization with the bankruptcy court, and if that don't fail, they'll do a Chapter 7, which dismisses all of our claims against him.
Nick Lawton, KTVE 10 News.
And it's still unclear who these companies report to. We'll keep you updated as this investigation develops. Meanwhile, Madison Parish Hospital officials will be in the state capitol this morning answering questions about their finances. Hospital CEO Scott Barlow says he'll go before the Legislative Audit Advisory Council in Baton Rouge, and he'll update the council on the hospital's finances and the status of the $1 million loan the hospital received from the Louisiana State Bond Commission. Funeral arrangements have been set for longtime Union Parish Sheriff Bob Buckley. Visitation will be from 5 until 9 tonight at First Baptist Church in Farmerville. Then the funeral will be at 10 o'clock Friday morning at the same church. Sheriff Buckley passed away Tuesday while battling cancer. Meanwhile, Dusty Gates has been sworn in to take over the job. The former chief deputy will hold the sheriff's position until an election can be held, and Louisiana law requires an election be held within 6 months. The man who led police on a chase and manhunt Tuesday night has been arrested. 33-year-old John Meade of Spearsville has been arrested in Arkansas. The Union Parish Sheriff's Office says he forced his way into his estranged wife's home, and when she escaped, they say he stole a truck from his employer and drove to El Dorado. Meade, who refused to stop the vehicle, eventually led police on a car and later a foot chase through the Louisiana state line. He faces several charges, including domestic battery and home invasion. Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal wants the federal government to back off on their challenge of the state's school voucher system. The vouchers allow the state to pay a student's tuition for private school if they're zoned for a poorly rated public school. But the Justice Department has filed a lawsuit that seeks to block the state from issuing vouchers in districts still under federal desegregation orders. Orders, they say, aim to keep public schools racially balanced. Jindal says the vouchers give children from low-income families a chance to attend better schools. In Arkansas, the wording of a ballot proposal that would legalize gay marriage has been rejected. State Attorney General Dustin McDaniel says unclear language is the problem with the Arkansas Marriage Equality Amendment. The proposal aims to amend the state constitution, defining marriage as the union of two persons regardless of gender. Right now, the state has a constitutional ban on same-sex marriage. McDaniel says the proposal doesn't adequately explain how it would deal with that current law. A similar amendment proposal was also rejected last month. The city of Monroe remembering veterans who've made serious sacrifices. Today, city leaders will hold a ceremony honoring prisoners of war and those missing in action. That event will be held at 9:30 this morning at Monroe City Hall. Active and military veterans will be in attendance. Organizers plan to make this an annual event. And tonight, a local group is talking how to improve conditions for renters. The Southside Community Involvement Association in Monroe is hosting a series of free workshops. They'll talk about the legal rights of renters and landlords. And that first meeting is tonight at 6. Others will be held tomorrow and Saturday. You can learn more by calling that number on your screen. That's 318-387-1618. You might have already run out of healthy lunch ideas for the kids, so to help you prepare this morning, we speak with a natural living expert about the quick and easy lunch meals you can pack to keep your kids fueled.